This video is brought to you by Miniature Industries, unique products for your model railroad. These unique kits are available in N scale, HO, S, and O scale. For more information on these kits, visit his website, link will be in the description. And don't forget to use the code 15 at checkout for a 15% discount. Okay, boys and girls, welcome to update number 16 in my disaster area. As you can see, all the helix loops are taken out, and the reason for that is so I can get that rear track down at the bottom all glued in and cleaned up so I can start building my helix. So right now we have a completed mainline. But when I hooked up this last piece of track right here with this SD40 sitting, I found out I had a short. Oh no, not a short. Yes sir, I sure did. And it was a rookie mistake. And I'll show you why. The very first place that I wired up, if you remember, was here. And as you can see, I put the yellow tape for this track on each one, on the outside track. Let's call it the outside track. When I wired it, however, I wired it reversed. I put the yellow on the opposite side. And so it was a quick fix. I unsoldered them and resoldered them and put them back in. Now I don't have a short anymore. Locomotives are running. But I have to wait until all that's dried up and cleaned up before I can actually run a train. And that will be in this video. Alright, let's move on. Ethanol plant. You guys remember in one of my mail calls I showed you that one. And I ordered a second one. The first one came within 2 weeks. The second one was more than a month. And I started getting very angry with the guy, nasty emails back and forth, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyhow, the ethanol plant is coming along very nicely, I would say. One of the Miniature Industries truck unloading shed would be going here. And then I got to figure out about the fuel tanks. If I want them there, or if I want them on this side or whatever, blah blah blah. Alright guys, we're looking at the upper deck now, and this is the lumber facility over here. I still need to hook up this turnout and this little siding right there. I need to make some bridge abutments there, but most of all I need to work out the track plan for over there and then around to the other side. Anyhow, let's see what else. Now I made, unfortunately, I made another rookie mistake. Otherwise this entire area would be wired up and ready to go. But you see where this red tape is? Right here? There's a gap right there. That's about as big as the Grand Canyon. And I noticed that when I was trying to run some freight cars over that, and I was hearing a lot of click, 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 click. And so I looked when I put my magnifiers on, and I found this gap right here. And the only way for me to fix that is either loosen this side up, because everything is glued right now. This entire layout is secure. There's not a piece of track on here other than up here. The entire bottom is secured. So I either have to loosen this side up, which I don't want to do because they're curves, or loosen the entire yard up and move it back so I can slide that back in there. Alright, I'm going to be working on the cement plant project here pretty soon also. Pretty anxious to see how that goes together. Anyhow, stay tuned and we'll be back with a little bit of a run session, hopefully. And we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the training room. And we're going to do the first maiden voyage of a train going around my layout. And we're also going to check the speed right there. See that guy right there? That's a speedometer. Alright, so let's get this train going. I think there's 10 cars on here. That would be my normal size of a train. Now there still might be some bugs in here that I got to work out, which I'm sure there will be. This train I think is probably traveling about 20 miles an hour, maybe 25. We'll see here in a second. There's an electric beam in there. When it breaks the beam, it figures out how fast it's going. 31 miles an hour. Can you guys see that? Alright, we'll follow it the rest of the way around. Hey, I'm liking where my ethanol plant's looking. This is about the speed I would run trains on here, which is between 20 and 30 miles an hour. Now it'll be going to a tunnel right there, eventually. And that's where the helix will be. These are the tracks that I was cleaning up this morning. I have not touched the throttle. It's been at the same consistent speed all the way through. Only two places this layout is wired up. Sorry for all the junk in the way. Comes out the tunnel there. And we could have gone into the yard there, which the yard is not wired up yet. So, and also I forgot to tell you that there is lighting up under here. Pulling into town. Now if this is a normal operation, the train would come into this town right here and the train would stop, which it's going to do. And there you go. So the first maiden run on my layout, and you guys got to witness it, and you also got to see how the speedometer works. So with all that being said, let's see what else we can get into. If not, we'll call this video good. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye! Okay, boys and girls, I told you earlier that this area was lit, and there you go. Nice and lit up. Now we just walk across the way here, and I want to show you what's going on in my ethanol plant. Let me know what you think about this. Remember the pipe rack that I made? And the piping that I was going to use with the North Island refinery? Well, guess what? It found a new home. Disclaimer, I have no clue what this piping is doing or how it's working or anything like that. I just did it because I just wanted to have lots of pipes. Overhead pipes. And so that's what the back end looks like. These are the fermentation tanks. This will eventually be the cooler. and some other chemicals in there, a couple of chemicals in there. I just need to figure out piping from this building to that over there. This is just temporary. I just put it up there just for the heck of it. Anyhow, like I said, there'll be a truck weigh station here, about there, and then there'll be an unloading shed right here, which will go into this guy, and this guy will send it up to that guy, and blah 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 blah. Anyhow, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Let's see. Vinny Build Structures out for now. GeminiScaleModelWerx out for now. Vinny Did Productions out for now. Bye.